Good afternoon, traders. This is Tony D from the easyMarkets dealing room. We have an update here on the Bitcoin crash. The market has bounced off 10,000 on this first attempt. It could be the short-term bottom is in, but those who are watching the Bitcoin collapse in the last 24 hours know that things can change pretty dramatically. So this is the second big fall since we did reach that 19,800 level back in December. And so in terms of the significance of 10,000, it's a psychological level mainly. And if it was to go, then it does open up some of those bigger levels all the way down at 8,000 to 5,000. Which, given that the price of Bitcoin at the start of 2017 was 1,000, you got to keep in perspective the rate at which things go up is very directly related to the rate at which things go down is very directly related to the speed at which things go up. So there is always that chance of corrections, and this is basically because of the lack of what you would say a price discovery system in Bitcoin. There's not enough volume, so when big selling coming through, then the price can move much more dramatically than it would in, say, currencies or indices. And that's just part of the allure, though. The market can't go up 100% if it can't go down 50% in a day. So it's interesting in what's going on. It's not just in Bitcoin, though. It's all the cryptocurrencies are under pressure last 24 hours. Ripple and Ethereum as well, down 30 to 40%. Everything is bouncing at the moment, though, so this is an important time in the market to watch. If the market was to stabilize and bounce from these levels, then it could give encouragement for trades to come in. And that's what you want to be watching if you're in this market. In terms of the forex market, we're also having some levels broken here. Getting fresh highs on the pound above 138, fresh highs on the euro above 123 earlier in the day. Market hasn't kicked on, though, so we've seen those levels taken out, but back below. Interesting price action. Dollar yen's bouncing at the 110 level. And the big volatility that we got for the first time overnight was a fair bit of selling coming through on the Dow. So you got about a 400-point drop, then a 150-point rally into the close. But still, that's the first time we've seen a little downside action in Dow for a while. Concerns rising over government shutdown potential for the Friday deadline to get an extension. It does look like we are getting news that's positive in that regard throughout the Asian session so far. So that's why you're seeing the Dow grind higher at the moment, but still that's a very fluid situation, and Democrats and Trump's relationship is getting to all-time lows at the moment. So that's where the concern is, that you do need not just a straight majority to pass the funding bill, you do need a 2/3 majority, so you do need Democrats on board to get that passed. In terms of the Aussie dollar, we did test 80 cents when the euro broke 123 earlier today, but we have it's a very similar price action here and fading that, so we're getting a little easing way. What's important now for FX traders is what happens in the first couple hours during European trade. If we're going to see huge moves against the US dollar today, then it should come in the first couple hours of Europe. Otherwise, it could be the signs of topping in terms of the market or reverses at certain levels. That's another way that the market can find short-term levels topside. And also, if you see dollar yen continue to lift off that 110 level, bottoming in dollar yen is part of the puzzle in terms of finding US dollar support. So let's have a look at the US dollar index just to have a look at what we're talking about. 90 is tested earlier today and has held so far as well. So everything's sort of happening at the same time. That's why it's important that you keep an eye on this. Okay, so it's what you want to be looking at is when these confluence of levels all hold, that's where the market can push back on. If likewise though, if everything breaks at the same time, then you will see continuation of this pretty strong trend. All right, guys, good luck with your trades. Very volatile market at the moment, so good trading conditions. If you have any questions, please come through to the dealing room in Sydney on the contact details below. If you're not a member of the easyMarkets dealing room, please join on the link below as well.